Hi everyone, it's Friday evening and I have just had this idea to document my creative life for a week. I am at the moment in the process of updating the contents of the shop. So I have recently designed some accessories that will go with my very first zine. So it takes a while because this is all new to me. So each upload takes a little while to get the photos sorted out and the product descriptions and the pricing and everything like that. So this week I have been slowly adding to it. I have also started a new mini sketchbook. One of my goals this year is just to try to draw a lot and to just improve my style, my confidence with drawing. It's something that I enjoy very much. So I drew these two stickers of my pets. So this is Major and this is Sigmund, as in Sigmund the Void. So yeah, so hopefully you can hang out with me for the upcoming week and you can see a little bit of what I get up to on a daily basis. I'm knitting on just a simple raglan sweater and I'm enjoying a beer. It's quite warm today, keeping refreshed. What time is it? And it's 7:20. So I think I'm just going to chill out. I'm about to take this downstairs to sit with my husband. Maybe we'll watch a movie. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. It is 10:10 and I woke up this morning at about 7:30. The plan today is I usually see a lady once a month and get my little wellness treatments done. So I'm going to see her this morning. So I have already done my daily sketch. I found a channel on YouTube called Sketchbook School spelled SKOOL, and he has like a sketchbook challenge that I want to follow just to get myself in the habit of doing a daily sketch. I have also started to sort this mess out. So this current configurement is really set up for knitting. So I have a lot of my knitting supplies and projects and things that pretty much dominate this storage area here. Because my time now is actually spent between like art and knitting plus content creation and things like that, I actually want to configure this. You can see I've already cleared out one cubby because I have this storage box here, which is where I keep all of my markers, acrylic pens and charcoals and things like that. And I'm finding that I want those materials accessible on a daily basis, especially as I'm sketching. I'm trying to make this whole area reflective of what I need on a daily basis. I still have like an hour or so before I need to leave for my appointment. So I think I'm going to do some knitting for maybe 20 minutes before I start to get ready. So hopefully I can check in with you a bit later. Yes, thank you. Come back from my appointment. I had my waxes done and a nice massage, deep tissue massage, which again I try to get every month. That's like my one little self-care consistency that I really swear by. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know why I took a bite while I was talking to the camera. I just couldn't wait. During this piece to camera, I just went through what I did. I had a look at the local art shop. I love looking through art shops. I didn't get anything. However, I wanted to price up. I like to keep an eye on local prices for art materials that I use, because if there's not much of a discrepancy between the cost of materials, how much they are online, plus shipping, I prefer to shop local where I can. I also popped into my local micro bakery to purchase some sweet treats. Okay, so it's Saturday afternoon. It's a very hot Saturday afternoon. So when I got in, I chilled out. I did some knitting, and now I feel like I want to do some painting. So I have a yoga zine coming out. I'm not too sure when I want to release it yet, but sometime soon. And essentially it is a series of asanas that are my favorite. I took photos of myself in my favorite asanas, my favorite yoga poses, and I used their Sanskrit name as well as the English name for the poses, and I have also detailed what these poses are good for, so their benefits. One of my favorite spreads, no pun intended when you see what I'm about to show you. My favorite asana, called Baddha Utthita Parsvakoasana. So that's the Sanskrit name. I'm not too sure what this pose is called. I will have to consult my zine to give you the English translation. It is this pose, and so I scanned the original image that I did into my computer, and I printed off this particular drawing. And yes, that is me, and that is my arse. So I actually really like this. So I am going to paint it with watercolor. Now, I am not too sure how this paper, it's just ordinary printer paper, how it's going to take the watercolor, because I usually use watercolor in my sketchbook, and my sketchbook has very appropriately thick pages so it can handle it. So this is an experiment because I would like to know how this printer paper, standard issue printer paper, how it handles watercolor, and then potentially if it's okay, then I know that that is something that for future zines I am able to use watercolors when I do my mock-up of my zines, as I like to do before I actually scan them in onto the computer and print them off. I would like to learn all of the Sanskrit names for yoga poses. Some of them I know because I have 2 yoga instructors that almost exclusively uses the Sanskrit names. I should actually maybe put that here, or I don't know whether I should or not, because if I just use it as use this as a decorative I still get a kick out of it. But anyway, let's see how this turns out. I have no idea what colors and stuff I want to use. So these are my trusted watercolors. It's just a brand called Major Brushes. Yeah, so let's enjoy. I'm going to put some music on and enjoy painting in the warm weather.
Drop the knees, chest and forehead down to the ground, keeping the elbows in, releasing the abdomen, releasing the toes. Keep breathing over to the other side. So coming onto the outside of the left foot, extending the right arm up, and when you're ready, turning your gaze to look at your right thumb.
And then it got so popular, they had to like start putting in theatres and that.
Because otherwise they lose the money.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Create all of this creative control.
Exactly.
Never saw it as the start. It's more a change of heart. Rapping on the windows, whistling down the chimney pot. The one that makes me scream, she said. The one that makes me laugh, she said. Threw her arms around my head. feel. Wanna waste armies dreaming. So I have everything organized, all the pens. These are just some acrylic markers, so paint markers, and they are very nice to use. And these Micron, the Pigma Micron number 5 is my absolute favorite pen to draw with. It's not perfect the way I've arranged the colors, but it's nicely presented. It just kind of makes me want to reach for them and experiment. So I'm very happy with this storage solution. It is 20 to 1 on Monday afternoon. So I have done my chores this morning. So I've done a bit of an content organization, because on Mondays I usually set my plan for the week with regards to organizing my content, my to-do lists and things like that. And because it's the beginning of the month, it's 1st of June. So I was tasked with the job of creating a content list. I usually create a list for my content, maybe 2 weeks or to a month worth of content. So I planned that out in my notebook, and then I add notes to it as I go along. Once I've done it in my notebook and I'm happy with it, I tend to post it on my wall so that I can always see it. And when I am at a loose end, I can look on my content planner and I know exactly what I could be working on. So that's useful. So I worked on that. I still have to fine tune some things because I'm not sure when certain things are going to be ready. So that's a little bit up in the air, but I've made a start on it, so that's good. I have to do this real quick because it's a weekday. Mondays and Tuesdays tend to be the days that I focus on my business activities. So for example, planning content, filming content, creating art, editing, those kinds of activities. I do a lot of that at the weekend, but I still would like to have a weekend. The creative and fun aspects, the painting, the drawing, the fun aspects of editing, I like to do on the weekends. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, I focus more on the admin, on the editing of large chunks of footage. All of that stuff I do on Mondays and Tuesdays. I also do still have a regular job. I'm not going to say what I do, but that is also I work from home with that, and I have a meeting for that in 15 minutes. But on Mondays and Tuesdays, so at Tuesdays I don't do any of the regular job. I just focus on my business aspects of building up my business. Yeah, so and then the rest of the week is mostly heavily dominated by my regular work. Because my regular work is very flexible, as in I set my time scale and when I do it, so it's pretty ideal. That's why I've kept it up for so long, because it's guaranteed money and I still can set my schedule. But while I'm engaged with that, I cannot do any of my creative work. So it's it's essentially striking a balance between trying to start my own business, creating content, and still having money coming in. So I'm not solely reliant on my creative endeavor. Although I'd love to be in that position. That's the dream. But at the moment, I still have to make sure that I have some money coming in. So I now need to cut this piece to camera very short and get ready for my call. I will catch up with you a bit later. Sorry about that. Earlier, I didn't realize how late it was. So I literally had to jump off filming onto my work call. So it is now, what time is it? It is 4:05 in the afternoon. So I've worked. I have also filmed a very quick video for this week that will go out tomorrow, Tuesday, detailing just the projects that I have been working on the past few weeks. I have updated the shop, so that also is some of the information that I wanted to get out this week. Yeah, so I have some new items for my shop. So if you are watching this a few weeks later, hopefully I still have some things in the shop for you to browse, so go and have a look. The link should be on my profile, Ko-Fi shop link, if it's not in the description or pinned comment on this video. So go and check out what I have to offer. So I am about to spend the rest of the day before dinner editing this video that will go out tomorrow. It's a short video, so it should be about 25 minutes or so. The footage, usually if I end up with a video that is about 20 minutes, the footage is usually about 40 minutes. I try to cut out long tangents and long pauses. Lenny is also back in because it was getting a little bit cold in the afternoon. It's a cloudy day, so it's not that warm today. So I've brought him in, and now I'm about to do some editing. If I do not check in with you for the rest of the day, what I will end up doing, I think, with regards to creativity for the rest of the day will probably be doing my sketches, because I haven't had time to do any sketching yet. So I'll probably do that this evening. We will probably have dinner and watch some TV and bed. I mean, nothing more exciting than that because it's a Monday evening. If I don't see you later, I will speak to you tomorrow morning. Yes, it is Tuesday morning. It's 9:30, and last night I had some dinner and then I was back here working. So I had to do some shop updates and I was editing my video, just the last minute edits. And then this morning I was up around 7 o'clock and I woke up to an order, which was very nice. And so I have packaged it and that's all ready to go. So I will get that posted today. And I was up making thumbnails. Now, thumbnails, I just do not like doing them because I never really know what to put in my thumbnails, so I end up just taking a screenshot from something in the video. I just get a creative block when it comes to the thumbnails because they tend to need to be quite clickbaity. I just never really know what to put on a thumbnail to make people want to click onto the video, so I just end up just doing whatever just to have almost like a placeholder. Those people who wish to see the video will see the video, so no worries there. So I'm just in the process now of uploading the video. I like to upload on Tuesdays. I tend to upload it in the morning, schedule it for 5 o'clock British time, and just once I upload it, I tend to just forget about it because 5 o'clock I'm usually sort of busy. It's family time, so I'm not at my computer checking it, so I just prefer to upload and then forget about it while it's going live. So I'm in the process of uploading that right now, and I am about to leave for yoga. So Tuesday mornings is my sort of zen time. I love it. I love this Tuesday yoga class. So I'm about to go, and then this afternoon I will be busy working on my video essay. So I will see you a bit later. I got all my sisters with me. Afternoon. So hi, I'm back from yoga. Had a very excellent class. Actually, it pretty much kicked my ass because every 3 months she changes up the routine. So this is not my Ashtanga class. This is, I would say, it's more of a traditional practice, but the instructor is very good. Every 3 months changes it up because your body gets used to routines and it becomes very efficient at creating the asanas if it knows what's coming next. So having the change keeps you on your toes and it keeps everything challenging. So this is just the second week that we have a new routine, and yeah, I was sweating. So I haven't actually showered yet or anything. I've just had some lunch. The time is 2 o'clock. So I've just had some lunch and now I am going to work on my video essay. So I'm not too sure which video I'm going to upload first. So I have the video essay and also what I'm working on now, which is my weekly creative vlog. The topic of my coming essay will be talking about the emotional weight and stress of unfinished projects. I am now going to continue with my script. If I do not check in with you again tonight, I will see you tomorrow. Hi, it feels like a short while since I checked in. So it's around 4 o'clock and I've just had my last meeting of the day. I am in that stage between me finishing, my husband's still working. So in about an hour, I will start cooking. So I've got a little bit of time to work on something creative. So this is my first creative thing of the day. At the weekend, when I was doing a bit of organizing of this space, it probably looks the same to you guys, but I have been slowly trying to organize stuff. And I've come across an old abandoned project. I have essentially a few sheets of paper of my tortoise eating his breakfast. I have always wanted to create a stop motion with this. So I think I will make a start on that now, actually. So I have an hour or so to kill, so I think I will do that. Stay tuned till the end of the video where I will do a little art reveal, a little sketchbook tour, something like that. You can see all of the progress on all the projects that I've worked on throughout this week. Had a question in the past about how I create these sequences. So as you can see here, it should be read like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that, right? So what I essentially do is I film something and then I import it into my video editor of choice, and then I manually go in and create individual frames. And in this case, in the simplest case scenario is what I used here. I literally take screenshots frame by frame by frame and then arrange them in order in a separate folder. Then I take each image, each frame, and put it into Keynote. Each slide in Keynote would be an A4 piece of paper, and I just simply arrange the frames like so. So I know what order they need to go into. I print those pieces of paper, those slides off, and and then I end up with something like this. Now, there are a few ways that I can do the stop motion, but in this case, what I'm going to do is decorate or destroy, or however you want to phrase it, each frame. So I decorate it each differently, however I feel I want to do it. But the point is to make sure each frame is different. And then I cut them out. Because it's been so long since I've actually touched this project, I will probably cut them out first and have a pile and put them in order, and then decorate them within that pile. And then take photos of them. So that's quite laborious, but if I cut them out first, it's a quicker way to do it, rather than I have in the past taken photos, so decorated them and taken photos as they are on an A4 piece of paper, but that tends to take a lot longer once I scan them in to arrange them back into frames in my video editor. So I am going to shut up now, and I will keep the video rolling so that you can have an idea of what I'm doing. I have cut out my frames, and while cutting out my frames, I numbered them so I don't get mixed up. But as you can see, the images are such bad quality that I find that if I start painting over them or colouring them or adding more art to the frames, I think you won't actually see the tortoise anymore, because they're not the best quality. So I think I'm just going to leave them as is. I'm not going to do anything to any of the frames, but what I am going to do is put them back into digital format. I'm not too sure how these will come out, but at least you have an idea on how I create this kind of effect. So this is the setup, nothing more than that. So you have my phone and my trusted Anchor arm,